Hello friends! So today is my second Shop My Stash of the year. Kind of wanted to do this sooner in the year, or closer to my last one, but things got away from me. One of the reasons was I really didn't make a lot of picks last time, and I was starting to get bored with what I had. Although I did make good progress on my project pan, so Anyway, this is the daily makeup area, so we're gonna remove some of this stuff and pick some more stuff from the collection. So let's just go with stuff that's up here at the top. This is the Viseart lip gloss that I got in my lucky bag. I'm keeping that out. Same with, this is the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal eyeshadow. I haven't even tried this on my eyeballs yet. Although I did do a little swatch test with this next to this. This is the Appeal liquid eyeshadow that came in a BoxyCharm, I think, a couple years ago. And they're very similar in texture and feel. And I'll put some swatches somewhere on the screen so you can see. They look very, very similar in terms of texture and feel. This one was maybe a little bit more gritty. Gritty's not a great word, but more, because it was more chunky, like the glitters you could feel a little bit. This, throughout the day, I would just wash my hands regularly and whatever, and just did my day to see how they would wear. This did not come off at all, whereas this eventually did fade and wear off. So I do need to try this on my actual eyeballs. Slightly scared though, knowing how well this stuck to my eyeballs. And I did watch a few people's older videos, because these came out in the summer of 2019, and most people didn't like them, although I think this shade, luckily, this is Moonstone, was a good shade. So, scared to try that out on my eyeballs, but we'll give it a go. I'm going to put this away now I'm talking about this. This is the Appeal liquid eyeshadow. I tried to use it once or twice, but it just wasn't where my mindset was, so I wasn't enjoying it. I know I like that product, but it just wasn't where I was thinking. This is just my nail oil, keeping that out. I'm going to put this foundation away. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade R240. I don't think this shade actually exists anymore. It's super pink shade, but it actually worked really well pairing it with my Project Pan foundation, BB cream. So I'm going to put the Makeup Forever one away. I feel like there's not a lot left with this. I'm starting to see an end in sight now, finally. Feeling pretty good about that. This is my Project Pan Primer BDL. I'm going to keep this primer out. I do have other primers that I want to use, but I really do enjoy using this primer in the winter time. This is the HelloFab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. It's just a really good one for the winter time. It's very, very moisturizing, feels really nice on. So I'm going to keep that out. And then I'm going to put this away. This is the lipstick Brenda Loves Dylan from the 90210 collection. This came in my Try Beauty box. Talked about this in my buys and buys. It's okay. I would have preferred something else, but yeah, whatevs. Anyway, the rest of this just stays up there. This is a single shadow from Mael. I don't know if that's how you say it. This is surprisingly lighter than I thought it was. I thought this would be a good transition shade. It's not really. It's very skin tone-like for me, so it's fine. It's just a shade that I don't really need, but I have because it came in an Ipsy, so I'm going to put that away. This is the Blink BoxyCharm eyeshadow. Really, really enjoy this. I should use this more. I posted a look on my Instagram using this shadow, which is more like a raspberry red, and it's so pretty. These two colors, I mean, this color's really nice, but it's not unique. These two colors are just really, really pretty. Just give them a little swatchy swatch here. They're just both this is a rose gold color, and then, sorry, this one's a rose gold color, and then this is that raspberry color. Just so, so nice. This is the Balm Down by Blush. Again, talked about this a million times. Really enjoyed this. Enjoyed using this. I'm going to put this back away. Sorry if the camera's shaking. The floor moves a lot for some reason, and I feel like every time I move, the floor moves. I need to take this apart and take out these single shadows. I did use this one for something. This is my Project Pan single shadow, so I need to deal with that. Pull some single shadows this month. This is the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. I feel like all I've been doing is talking about this. One thing I have not mentioned, and I will shut up about this palette, is Even the like actual palette itself, can you see how pretty that is? I don't know if that shows up because the reflection, but the actual like this material, like this sort of, I don't know, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a geode, marbly. It's really, really pretty. And it's kind of covered up by this like starburst, which is like so overpowering. But the actual like blue material, like it's so, so pretty. Anyway, I'll shut up about that, but I am keeping it out because I want to continue playing with it. So this was the other palette that I had picked out for the month. This is the Real Her Be Your Own Kind of Beauty. Guys, I'm going to declutter this palette. I know. I'm decluttering something. I told you, it's a whole new Anne this year. I'm decluttering things. Maybe it's because I've been using so many different shadows over the last year or two. This, and again, maybe this because it's getting older. I'm just not impressed with the quality of this. I might pull out a few shades if I can, like this one that I've obviously hit pan on. I do quite like that shade. I don't know, I don't think I was going to pull that out. No, I'm going to pull this one out. I might pull this one out. Unfortunately, the shade, I want to like it more than I do. I still like it, but it's not as purpley as I wish. It's a bit more gray toned. I wore it in my Project Pan update video, and it actually looked kind of nice, and that's the only reason that's convinced me to keep that shadow, because I was going to maybe just toss it. And like this, the other one too is this one. This shadow actually looks really nice, like when you swatch it, it looks really nice, so I might keep that one. But I just find the other ones are just really unimpressive and not original. So for that reason, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm decluttering a palette, guys. What? I feel so good. And these are my Project Pan palettes, so let's just leave them there. Going through the box. Let's skip out over all the Project Pan stuff. This is this is the eyeshadow primer from the Makeup Mashup that there's still a lot left. We're working through that bad boy. And I'm still keeping this little guy out. She's getting small. You can see I have to use my teeth to sharpen it because I couldn't grip it. So we're getting down there. It's almost done. This was the Amon eyeliner, again, from my Tribe Beauty box. I'm going to put this away. Really enjoyed this, though. Color's a little it's not great for me, but the actual quality of the pencil is really, really nice. Again, I guess, actually, this is kind of maybe the opposite. This is the Bodyography lip liner. I did wear this a couple of times. It actually paired really nicely with, like, a light pink lipstick, because it kind of gave, I don't know, it gave a really nice rosy lip that I liked. I don't like the quality of this. This is in the shade Black Currant. I like the color. The quality I don't like. It's really stiff. So I'm hanging on to it until I get a replacement color, like one that's similar, because I don't have any other lip liners that are deep like this. But yeah, I hate the quality of this. It's really stiff. I'm going to keep this out, I think. I just kind of want to keep using it for a little while longer. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. Again, I've talked about this shade's not quite the right shade for me, but it works. I'm going to put this away. This is the Essence Make Me Brow in the shade, I think the shade like brown or something. It's all worn off. Soft brownie brows. It's okay. It's just not my kind of product, but I won't get rid of it. I need to put this away. This is the Hourglass powder. I was using this until I decided what powder I was going to pick, and I decided to pick the Becca powder for my Project Pan. This is a fine powder. Honestly, I don't really know why people love this so much. It's nice. It's not great. Like, I don't know, maybe because I've had it for a while now that it's been sitting. I feel like it is a little yellow toned, and maybe that's why I don't like it. Not that I don't like it, but I'm just not that super impressed by it. Like, I remember people really raving about that. So that's going to go back. What else do I have in here? These are my mascaras mostly. A couple of liners. These are the liners and a shadow. If I had more like single shadows or single potted shadows like this is the Gosh eyeshadow in Plummy. It's not plum at all, it's brown. It's okay. It's finicky, like really finicky. I don't know if I took any pictures of any looks with this. I really struggled with this. One of the eyeshadows I actually did with this, I ended up taking it off because it was just too much. It's a really deep color, so I just find it very difficult to work with. I may declutter it, but I mean, I don't have a whole lot of single shadows like this, and it doesn't hurt me to keep this one. It's not like it's gone bad or anything. it's just something that at some point, if I have a lot of shadows for some reason, this would definitely be decluttered. So I was using this little liner. This is the Color Workshop liquid liner. I mean, it's not great. I found that this was super flaky, especially if I used too much of it. Like if you layered it too much, it would like literally flake off. You do a nice thin coat, it actually works pretty well. But I like keeping this because I can play with it. So this actually helps me practice doing liquid liner, and I don't care that I'm wasting the liner. Like it's this type of fine brush. So I was using it to just like practice with liner, and it's kind of fine for that. So I won't get rid of it. I do have another round liquid liner that's a nicer one. So these two I liked. This one is the one in the Makeup Forever one. My issue with this one, love the color. It's definitely getting dry. This is like a teal color. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Can you see how the pencil is separating a little bit from the like core? It's definitely getting dry. Again, this is another eyeliner. If and when I find a replacement for this, like a nice teal color, I have one that's similar, but it's not the same. It's more blue. I would buy it. This reminds me of every time I have like a deep teal sweater. Every time I wear it, you guys always comment how pretty my eyes look. So thank you, first of all. And this reminds me of that. It's sort of like when I wear this, it's like, oh, it really pulls out. Like I feel like I have gray blue eyes, but for some reason there's definitely some sort of teal. When I wear green, it's not green. Because green in my eyes don't really look very good at all. But for some reason, teal seems to really work well. Maybe it's that sort of cool base. I don't know. So yeah, keeping this, but I would like to replace it. And this pencil is in Woody Green. So this is from Gosh in the shade Woody Green. Really enjoy this. Again, talked about green eyeshadow, and I don't really wear green eyeshadow a lot. I don't think it looks really flattering on me. I think this eyeliner is flattering though. It's deep enough, and it's again a bit more closer to the blue side than the yellow side of green. So I think it's a bit more flattering for me. So I really, really enjoyed this liner. I need to wear it more. Okay, that's the first half of the collection. All the rest of the stuff here, these are all my lip Project Pan things. So those stay out. And everything else is Project Pan stuff. So let's go to the side where we pick stuff. Okay, I always have to move this down because it sits like up back here and it's kind of awkward to see on camera. So I'm going to keep it out here so we can pick some things. So I'm not picking any foundations from here because I'm going to use this foundation. This is the one that I talked about. Actually, I don't know what order videos are going to go up. I did this in a little get ready with me. If I actually ever post that. Sometimes that happens. But I'm going to do a foundation test with this foundation. So I'm going to pick that one. I do want to pick one of these ones at some point. They're the stick foundation. So remind me for my next one. I'm going to try and remember to pick that. For some lip things, I think this is the one I might want to get rid of. I'm going to try this one. This is the Dirty Little Secret one. I think this is the one that smells like burnt wood. Okay, it's not smelling so bad anymore. So I'm going to try this. It's like a light pink liner. So we'll go with that. I'm just going to leave these lip things here. I'm probably going to use... I feel like I'm going to use this one. I want to use this one this week. I keep these here because I can use them regularly. They're kind of out in the open and visible for me. I already have a concealer, but I'm going to pick this. I was thinking about this week. This is the Essence Metal Shock Shadow in the shade Stars and Stories. It's a really, really pretty purple color. I'll do some swatches at the end. And I'm going to pick this. This is the Almay Velvet Foil Cream Shadow. I feel like I don't use this very regularly, so I want to give this another go. I'm trying to record down what I use so I can make sure I get through everything before I go back to something. That may not happen, but that's what I'm trying to do. So that's all we're going to pick from here. Okay, here's the top drawer. So from this drawer, from blushes, I don't know if I'm going to pick any single blushes. I have in mind, I think, what I want to pick. Yeah, I'm going to skip all these, but I am going to pick a highlight. I'm going to pick this highlight, which I feel like I never use. This is the Pretty Vulgar highlight in the shade, I think it's the shade Glimmers of BS. It's the Shimmering Swan Highlighter. I think the line is Shimmering Swan Highlighter. So really pretty color. I'm gonna pick that. Not gonna pick any extra primers or any other powders from here for now. Or bronzers. I feel like I only have 4 bronzers. Maybe I will. Maybe I'm gonna pick the Too Faced little bronzer. I don't use this guy very much. Super cute. Actually, you know what? Nope. Because that one's kind of dark. I'm gonna pick this one. Because this one isn't very deep on me, and it's, wintertime right now. So I actually bought this in summertime. I felt like it just didn't show up at all. So I'm hoping actually now that it will. And it's a little different than everything else I have in my project pan because it's a little shimmery. It's the Rimmel Radiance Brick in 02 Medium. So this is my liners and my face palettes drawer. So the face palette that I was thinking about and blushes that I was thinking about is this. This is the Cheek Leaders Mini Pink Squad. Got some nice light shades, and I think they're pretty different from what I've got in my project pan. So, and there's kind of a highlight in there, although it's more like a blush topper for me because it's a little deep as a highlighter. For liners, I definitely want to pull this one. This one's in the shade, it's the same as the green one, Gosh brand, but in the shade Pretty Petrol. Really like that shade, and it works nice with that Charlotte Tilbury palette. And I think I'm going to pick this one. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 in Smoke. It's one of my favorite shades. If these were cheaper, I'd just buy all of them. To be honest, it's one of my favorite liners. Although I feel like it's not as great as I used to feel like it was. Like, it isn't as budge-proof as I would like it. Eyebrow stuff. So, just thinking about this the other day, because I haven't really used it much. Actually, I have a couple things that I haven't used much, but we'll start with this one. This one looks rough too. This is the Anastasia, I think it's called the Dip Brow Gel. I'm not even sure what shade this is. I want to say it's like brown, some sort of brown shade. I can probably Google it. I'm pretty sure it's in my Sephora like orders. So we're gonna use that. So these drawers are all like just storage right now. And this one's empty. I need to rearrange. I want to put my smaller palettes in here, and then let's actually do that now, and then we'll pick from it. Alright, these are all my smaller palettes, and I can pretty much lay them out flat now in this drawer, which is good. I think I'm going to pick this one. I feel like I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Huda Beauty Light, Nude Light, and Hardles. I think this will be nice. So I'm going to pick that one. I feel like this palette, or this drawer, is hard to see what I've got. I need to pick out, I thought I was going to pick the Profusion, but maybe I'll just go very, very literal, and we'll go with this one, the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I think that's it for larger palettes. I don't really want to pick another larger one. I need to obviously rearrange this drawer now. Maybe I can put them this way. I also have another large drawer that's empty at the bottom, because that's where I had originally had my giveaway stuff, but I've moved it. I do have my single shadows here. Ugh, I don't know what happened there. I need to deal with these two. They're sitting in this palette, but I want to put them in this palette. Let's pull some. This is kind of messy, so I'm just going to do this maybe off camera. Pull some single shadows. Something exploded in there. And I'll show what I pick. I've got most of my single shadows in here. These are mostly ColourPop, Cleona. But I'll pick maybe 2 or 3 from there. Okay, lip products. I do kind of keep these out so they're easily accessible, and I don't know if you noticed in my lower drawer I do have like a bin, but they're sort of like seasonally organized. So the one I definitely want to pull is this one. This is Pepper. Again, that Get Ready With Me shows up. I wore this and that, and I always forget how much I like this. So I want to make sure I wear that. There was something else I was thinking about. I think I'm also going to make sure I use this one. This is a little mini Mac from, like, I want to say 2018 holiday. It's in the shade Bokeh. It's a really nice nude shade. I don't think anything else in my project pan matches this, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of a different color. And I might as well pull this out and put it with my stuff so I can remember to use it. This is the Super Stay Matte ink in the shade Lover. It's one of my favorite shades. I mean, I only have two, but I have loved this. I definitely would like to buy more of these. It's funny because this is useful because we're wearing masks, so it stays on. However, not useful for project panning at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pick those single shadows. Then I'll do some swatches, and then we'll put everything away. Okay, swatches. Hopefully we're in focus here. It's a little light. Let's turn this down a little. Okay, so these top swatches are the lip products. These are the two eyeliners. So you can see that liner is a little different from the one I previously had. This is more blue. These are those two liquid eyeshadows. That's the Essence one, and that's the Almay one. These are the single shadows that I pulled. So this is what I pulled for single shadows. Not sure I'll get around to using these other than my project pan one, but we'll try anyway. These four are some from the Huda palette. Top four are from the Huda palette. These bottom three are from the Cheek Leaders palette. This is the bronzer and highlighter. The highlighter is really pretty. It's not really showing very well on this part of my skin, but it is really, really, really pretty. I was swatching it earlier on my hand straight up, and it looked a lot better. And then, because I was running out of space, here is some swatches of the Too Faced Chocolate palette, just some random swatches. There is all the things. So that's the Cheek Leaders palette that I picked, the Huda palette that I picked. Everything is clearly very pink themed. I've noticed that pink seems to be the theme of the day, so at least with trends right now. So I'm trying to emulate that with my picks and sort of deter myself from wanting to buy some things right now. Anyway, let's put all this away. Now I need to clean all this up. My desk is a mess. And fix that palette. That's the next palette. Anyway, that's my Shop My Stash for the next couple weeks. Hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.